This is your queer affirmation of the day. I will not let another person's hate keep me from my love. Let's say it one more time. Let it really simmer in. I will not let another person's hate keep me from my love. Love is not just something we do. Love is a frequency that we operate from. So there is room for sadness in our love. There's room for anger in our love. But what we will not be doing is letting someone who is detached from their love let us lower our frequency. We have the power to stay in our love. So let's do it. I love you.
So are you a boy or a girl?
Yes.
No, like which one are you?
Neither.
I don't think you get it.
No, I get it. You want to know if you're allowed to be attracted to me.
No, I just want to know.
What's in my pants?
I'm just trying to figure out how
you're supposed to treat me.
No, that's not it!
Here, I'll help. My name is Ty. My pronouns are they, them, and that's all you need to know.
But, I just...
No.
Why can't you just...
Hush, my child. You will be okay.
Okay.
It will all be okay. Hello, my sunshine light of my life. How's your spirit? I'm sorry I'm late. The line at Trader Joe's was so freaking long. I said, screw it, we're ordering pizza. What was it you wanted to talk to me about? Honey, are you okay? Is it that bitch Critney again? Because if she's giving you trouble, I swear to Beyonce, I will make her life a living hell. Baby, what are these tears for? You know you can tell me anything. Hold it. Mother's intuition kicking in. Honey, are you trying to tell me you're queer? Baby, you know that doesn't matter to me. All love is beautiful. And you deserve to live your truth. Thank you for sharing that with me. Just don't go dyeing your hair every other week, because I promise you, by the time you're 25, it'll all fall out. I love you with all that I am, and that will never change. Now let's go to Target and get a pride flag for the front porch. The queers just love Target. I love you, baby. This is a little affirmation for my queers and anyone who needs to hear it. Keeping yourself from your grief is keeping yourself from your growth. One more time. Keeping yourself from your grief is keeping yourself from your growth. Although these feelings can be overwhelming and painful, they are not wrong. They are pointing us to our highest good. Maybe today we can find a way to love our sadness the way that I love you. I love you. I said it. I love you.
Why do you have to make everything about gender, bro?
Bro, what do you mean by that?
Just don't make it a big deal.
Cool, I won't. Would you want to get mani-pedis later?
No, that's girl stuff.
What about shopping for some cute dresses?
Guys don't wear dresses.
Right. I like your perfume, by the way.
It's cologne.
Wow.
What?
Why do you have to make everything about gender, girl?
Girl?
Bro. It is time for another episode of The Ty Rant. Hi, I'm Ty. This is a series where I rant about things that really grind my friggin' gears from the comfort of my Honda Civic. Her name is Princess Periwinkle. Today we're gonna talk about gender reveal parties! Yo, I can't with this cis nonsense. Gender is a social construct, period. There is no way you can know your child's gender before knowing their spirit. When my mom's doctor assigned me a gender, my dad went to Sports Authority and bought me a baseball mitt and golf clubs. If he really knew me, he would have gone to Sephora and gotten me a shimmer palette and some Becca highlight. What people don't realize is they're literally throwing a party to celebrate their baby's genitals. There are so many more factors to biological sex. Biological sex is a living system that is not set in stone. Ask a biologist! We must remember that the minimization of people to their reproductive systems alone was a tactic to keep people with penises in power and people with vaginas at home. And the intersex erasure is potent! Throwing a gender reveal party is just admitting the fact that you are going to condition your child into societal roles and interests against their will. To me, that is not worth celebrating. Thank you for joining, I love you! Will you go on a little journey with me? Close your eyes and bring all of your attention to your hand. After a few seconds, you might feel a little tingling. And then once you feel that, bring your awareness to your entire arm. And then eventually, your entire body. Ugh. Do you feel that? That is your energy. That is your love. That is you. This is why I can confidently say that I love you. Because Behind all of that mind clutter, beyond our physical bodies, we are divine spiritual beings. You are more than just worthy of love. You are love. I love you. Thanks for going on that journey with me. It was kind of magical.
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
There really is no way to win with you. My entire childhood I was forced to live as a man and I was tormented because I didn't act like one. So I started chipping away pieces of myself so I would stop facing this harassment. I started torturing myself so I would stop being tortured by you. And now that I'm choosing to love myself and to claim my truth, here you are again. But the difference is then you called me a girl and now you're calling me a man. Do you realize your hypocrisy? I will never be enough for you because I will never fit in the box that you want me to fit into. I will never fit into the box that you have been told you need to fit into. I just want freedom. But sometimes it feels like there is no way out of your ignorance. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave us all alone. It's time for your queer affirmation. I am beautifully complex, and I contain multitudes. I am beautifully complex, and I contain multitudes. Say it. Just say it. There is no word that can truly capture the complexity of the human experience and the human identity. These words are here to help us, but they cannot truly define us. I love you. How can you be a they, them? You are only one person. Can you say that last part again? You are only one person. Just the first two words. You are? Notice how you're saying you are and not you is? You used to be plural, then language evolved, now it's singular too. Like they. They who? They me. They you? Yes, me. I see. I mean, unless you'd rather say, thou art only one person. More tea, my liege? This is a very important message for my queer followers who are seeing that a majority of my engagement these days is incredibly negative and hurtful. I need you to know that this is not a reflection of the world. This is a product of an app that celebrates engagement. People are very triggered by who I am and what I have to say because these things challenge structures that have been in place for hundreds of years, and people are so identified with these structures. But the truth is, they wouldn't be giving us hate if our message didn't resonate. We have every right to our truth, just as they have every right to theirs, but they have no right to encroach on our safe space and spew violent and hurtful rhetoric. I promise you, I am doing everything in my power to ensure that this is a safe space for us to love each other, validate each other, and to spread this information. If there's anything that this is showing us, it's that we have to keep going. I love you. Thank you for your support and love, and I am sorry that you have to see these comments. Here are some tips for coming out as queer. Tip number 1. Start somewhere you feel safe. Letting someone in on this personal information can be very scary because we don't know how they're going to react. That's why I recommend starting with someone you know will accept you no matter what. And if you need someone, that person can be me. Tip number 2. Have support on the sidelines. Having an anchor of support in these moments can help us feel less threatened by the person's reaction to this information. Choose someone you trust to be on standby over text or even with you to make sure that if you feel like you're falling, they can be there to catch you. Tip number 3. There is always hope. Remember that someone's initial reaction is not always indicative of how they are going to perceive your queerness in the future. Sometimes people say things they don't mean because they're thrown off or they've been fed misinformation their entire lives. At the end, please remember that you are perfect as you are. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying! Other people's opinions about your identity are irrelevant. Also, your queerness is incredibly personal information. You do not need to share this with anyone unless you want to. Please take care of your hearts and remember there's an entire community behind you that loves and supports you. I love you! This is your queer affirmation of the day. Those who choose to leave your life are leaving room for the love you deserve. Those who choose to leave your life are leaving room for the love you deserve. Your turn. Say it. I love you. How's my favorite human person? You have a good day? Guess what? I got 200 more signatures for the petition for gender-neutral bathrooms at the school. The MBs deserve to pee in peace, that's what I say. Except guess who I saw at Trader Joe's? Tina the Turf. And I went up to her and I said, if your daughter Courtney misgenders my child one more time, I swear to gay Jesus, you'll be out of the PTA as quick as you can say, abolish the gender binary. I can't stand her. And what's with those flowy cardigans? I mean, to each their own, but where's the color? I mean, you know me, my favorite color is rainbow. Why can't people just let people be? I love my little Mixie. Oh my god, I'm a freaking poet. They should get me to replace Dr. Seuss. Cancelled! Am I right? Anyway, we're having fish sticks for dinner. This is a message for the people who have found their way onto my page who are having strong negative reactions to who I am and what I have to say. I love you. I know you are more than your feelings of contempt. Me and my words pose no threat to you, the same way you and your words pose no threat to me. And although posting a hurtful comment might feel powerful in the moment, in the end, it does none of us any good. I hope you find the peace you deserve. If living in sin looks this good, send me to Daddy Lucifer, baby! I am horny for some sin! It's time for another episode of The Ty Rant. Hi, I'm Ty. This topic has been coming up a lot in my life, so it's time to talk about religion. Please remember that I am sharing what I have learned through spiritual leaders that resonate with me, so take it or leave it, but I think I'm onto something here. They say, and I believe, that religion is the map to spirituality. There are infinite ways to get to this destination, and I believe that all routes are valid. The problem comes when people weaponize their map to justify their fear-based hatred of lived experiences that are different than theirs. This exclusionary interpretation of their religion is a clear sign that these people have not yet reached their spiritual destination. I believe that spirituality is our connection to the energy source that we are all birthed from. It is the awareness that we are all connected by this shared human experience. If these queer-phobic religious people held this awareness, they would realize that when they're attacking us, they're attacking themselves. It's like they are smacking us upside the head with their map, but they have yet to truly open it. I do not believe that religion is synonymous with bigotry. But if you are living a life full of fear and guilt and spreading hate in the name of your religion, you deserve better. Come back to love. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. I love you so much! This is an important message for my queer beauties who are not out. You may have heard this before, but today you'll be hearing it from me. You do not need to come out. Your identity is your business. It is deeply personal. It is sacred, and it is yours. You do not owe anyone that. That being said, letting someone in can be the gateway to a beautiful connection, and you deserve that level of love. But unfortunately, we live in a world where people let their ideas get in the way of their ability to love unconditionally. So you have the right to choose. If you're feeling like you need to let someone in, start somewhere safe. Make sure they are worthy of you. If you need a safe space, you always have one here. And remember that wherever you are on this journey back to the self, that you are valid and you are worthy of the deepest level of love. I love you. But why would I ask everyone for their pronouns? So you can find out their pronouns. But what if I can just tell? You can't just tell. Oh my god, your dog is so cute! Thank you. Is it a boy or a girl? Why do you ask? Well, huh? So I can know how to what? Because I want to know you want to know their pronouns. I guess, yeah. Right. Their pronouns are she, they.
See that toxic person? We're walking the other way. See that toxic person? And we're walking the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Walk the other way.
Here is what not to do if you misgender someone. Number 1. Don't over-apologize. When you are incessantly apologizing for your mistake, it really becomes more about alleviating your guilt than it is about alleviating the pain you may have caused. You should apologize, but all you need is a quick sorry. Number 2, don't justify your mistake. A lot of people will feel the need to explain themselves by saying, I'm sorry, I've just known you for so long a certain way and it's just a big adjustment. We know it's an adjustment! We literally are going through or have gone through some sort of transition. Once again, this is more about alleviating your guilt than it is about minimizing pain. Number 3, this one's important. Don't get defensive. People will often get reactionary in these moments because they feel the need to defend their idea of being a good person. Remember that we are not saying you are wrong, just that your words are. In the end, it is best not to stretch out this moment that can be very painful for trans, NB, and GNC people. You really just want the moment to be over. If you find yourself in this position, give a quick sorry, correct yourself, and move on. Please like and share this video, the people need to know! I love you! You know what really grinds my gears? Words like guyliner, or romp him, or merce. Like, come on! When women started wearing pants, they didn't call them trousers! God! Men are a problem! Can I have a name for the order? Yeah, it's Ty, T-Y. Great. Stop, I am obsessed with your outfit. Thank you. Why do you look better in that than I would? I don't know how to answer that. Stephanie, come here! Steph and I are obsessed with Drag Race. Can you do a death drop? Oh my god, do a death drop. I'm not gonna do- Steph wants you to do a death drop. Yeah. It's 9 a.m. Come on, queen, slay the house down! Can I just have my cold brew? Thank you. Drag queens are so mean. Hi, Doreen. How are you? How are the kids? Good, good. Yeah, they're right here. They're doing good. They're spending a little bit too much time on TikTok, but I'm telling you, Doreen, they are getting so creative with their videos. I am just so proud of them. Oh, you want to talk to them? Okay, here they are. It's Aunt Dodo. You don't want to talk to her? Why? Oh, you better pick up this phone right now, Mixie. I'm sorry, Doreen, they're being a little testy right now, but what can I say? They're my child. Yes, I will tell them you love them. Yes, you have a good day. Send my love to Brittany. Okay. God, she's exhausting. Welcome to another episode of The Ty Rant. Hi, I'm Ty. Today we will be talking about identity, and I have a lot to say, so gear up! Queer people are forced to claim their identity because it does not fall in line with the norm. Even though the norm is literally a eugenics tactic created by white colonizers, but that's a whole other TikTok. Heterosexual, cisgendered people did not have to claim their straightness or their cisness. They do not consider this to be an identity because, you know, it's just the norm. What happens is that many cishet people will claim their belief system as their identity. So when my existence threatens their religious views, their political beliefs, their understanding of the world, they themselves feel threatened. I pose no threat to them, but I do pose a threat to their beliefs. They don't know the difference, so they're thrown into survival mode and they attack. This is also why people think that my identity is just something that I believe and therefore something that they can debate. My identity is not something that I believe, my identity is who I am. If we want to stop the hate, we must educate. And if we want to educate, we have to encourage disidentification from the mind. You know? Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time. I love you!
Can y'all help me out? Because I am getting a lot of engagement from incredibly hateful trolls in my comment section, and so much of my time on TikTok now is spent reporting death threats. And that is obscene. And I want to be engaging with people who are here to learn, who are here to stretch their understanding about something that they don't experience. For people who are looking to celebrate queerness and otherness. So if you are an ally or a queer person, please interact with this video so we can get rid of these hateful people. Like, there's no teaching them. So please. I feel so desperate, but please help me.
I've been getting a whole lot of comments like this on my last TikTok saying, but I refer to everyone as man, even my girlfriends, so let me break this down. Your cis girlfriends did not experience the trauma of being conditioned into a gender that is not theirs. For a lot of us non-binary and gender non-conforming people, being addressed with words that are associated with our assigned gender can trigger that trauma and or gender dysphoria. Even if you have good intentions, your behavior can still be harmful. And I think it's time we ask ourselves why we consider guys, man, dude, gender neutral, but we would never consider ladies, chicks, girls gender neutral. I can smell the patriarchy! At the end of the day, we all have the right to decide how we want to be addressed. And sure, you don't have to change the way you speak. But if someone tells you that the way you're speaking is hurting them and you don't make the effort to change your behavior, I think that says a lot about your character.
They them pronouns are confusing, man.
Not a man.
They just don't make sense.
What game is it you're playing?
Call of Duty.
I see, and this makes sense to you.
Whoa, I got knocked out by that AK! Leask, Cranstune, drop an AMAX when I respawn! I'll shoot one out of the gulag. That's the last time I try a 360 no-scope with an AR. What am I, a noob?
Yeah. People are always like, God created only two genders, man and woman, and I'm like, honey, God is not binary. Sure, you refer to them as father, but that's not how they exist. God transcends gender, and aren't we created in God's image? So by your standards, sweetie, you should be praying to me.